We're a little gravelly this morning. We are. Oh, we're live. Look, there's a picture and everything.
Hello, everybody.
Well, there's nobody here yet, just you and me, but we are live. And we have a Bethany Primrose joining us today.
Hey, Bethany.
The first dogma says hi. Brazen Hearted says hi. Sunshine. Lixie's here. Marshy the Pillow.
Hi,
We have a konnichiwa from Shiku.
Hi, Shiku.
Stoic Philosophy's here, and Frankie Roth. Lily Check says hi, and how are we this morning?
Hey, Lily Check.
Wow, Steph Nerd's here. She must have coffee already. What marker brand are you using today?
I'm using the Ohuhu set. I
The
gave
what
away.
set? Ohuhu. Sorry, go ahead now.
I gave away every other set that I had, so
Oh,
this is
right,
the only one that I have left.
We did do that. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm sure you don't have enough markers. Ha, says Marguerite. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Dalton says, ooh, we doodling with markers.
We doodling, all right. How was everybody's weekend?
Hi from Egypt.
Hello.
Colleen says, hello. Oh. We are doodling with who are we drawing today? Just
a model.
photo reference model.
Photo reference model. No one in particular.
Good evening from India. That's Raven. Abigail says morning,
evening.
everyone. Akeem Art says hello from California.
Hello.
Wow, Santa's early this morning. Good morning,
good morning, Santa.
Our friends are on top of it this morning. Everybody's in the chat. Leon says, hope we're both doing well.
We are.
The Oak Man is doing digital art right now alongside you.
Well, that sounds amazing.
Nugget says, I've never been this early to a stream. So I have so many of these markers and still don't know how to use them. That's Joseph.
There is a video I made on everything I know about markers. Mm-hmm. Hopefully that will help.
Oh, neighbor says, good morning, happy Monday, and happy belated Mother's Day, Donna. Thank you. You're so kind. You are so kind. I got a henna tattoo yesterday, and it's gorgeous.
Do you want to show everybody?
No, I don't have to show everybody. They can go to my channel and look.
Okay.
Or actually, I didn't post it on my channel. I'll post it on my community page of my channel. You don't need to take up time here. It's fine.
It's not going to take up anybody's time if you just want to stick your hand over here.
Yeah, but it's upside down if I stick my hand over here. All right. Let me show you. All right. I don't think it would be that big of a deal. They won't be able to see it properly, though. It's a ship. You can't really see it if it's... Can we go sideways? I don't know if we can go sideways and see it. I don't know. Anyway, it's really cool looking.
And it says Arwen.
Yeah, for our puppy. Yeah, my annual henna tribute. That is my newest thing in life. My henna tribute to my puppy. One of my sons said that I should get a permanent one, and I was like, Scott goes, I don't know if mom can commit to a permanent anything like tattoo kind of thing. So, Saroja's here. Dwight says, what's up, guys? Watching from the Philippines.
What's up, Dwight?
Soul says hi and good morning. Cricket Fever, hello from India.
Hello.
I assume it's hot there. That looks like a very hot and sweating emoji. Let's see. Oh, thank you. One Up Girl's back. Hey, we missed you too. Show us the tattoo.
Hey, One Up Girl.
You guys are funny.
I hate drawing hands.
You've always hated drawing hands.
Let's all sing the I Hate Drawing Hands song.
Abhishek says, hello, Scott. You have inspired me a lot, especially helped me through this new journey of art.
Oh, fantastic.
Kaz's weekend was good.
Oh, good.
Wow. They found out they're going to be moving to Tennessee soon. They landed a position as a neonatal intensive care unit nurse at the Children's Hospital in Knoxville.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. I am just going to throw this out there. For you to be in the neonatal unit, you must have a heart like, I don't know, the size of, I don't know, like Santa's heart, because people who work in the children's hospital, you're amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, our boys were in the neonatal, weren't they?
They were. Yeah, they were in the neonatal unit for just a few days. They were so small when they were born. I didn't cook them long enough. But yeah, you've got to have a huge heart in order to do that. And so happy for you. That's such a great position.
And I'm not recording.
Shiku asks, how do you fix alcohol marker mistakes? It wasn't mentioned in your video. Ha ha ha, they watched it and put that in there.
I'm pretty sure I did. You know, you could do it with colored pencils. That's what I do, is with colored pencils. I mean, you're going to make mistakes. It's harder to fix stuff with markers than it is with watercolor or gouache, obviously. But colored pencils is the best way to do it, I think. And I think that I'll try to show you on this piece, because obviously I'm going to mess up a few times, especially with these hands.
We did not see the Northern Lights this weekend, and I'm incredibly depressed about it. That's on my bucket list of
We
things
drove
to
for
do.
hours
We
looking
did.
for it. Where
Scott-
all of our neighbors,
Yep.
15 minutes south of us,
Yep.
were able to see it.
Yep.
And all the roads were blocked to go south.
Well, here's the thing. I finally got on, finally checked some of the replies on Tim's post about how he saw it. And he said it was barely visible with the naked eye. The only way he caught those pictures he posted was with his iPhone with a 2-second filter.
A 2-second. I didn't know they had a 2-second.
2-second image thing. Whatever. The delay was 2 seconds on his iPhone in order to catch the picture. And he said it was barely visible with the naked eye.
Oh, so people weren't able to really see it. So
no,
much
it was
just
through their iPhone, and it was, whatever. But he's also farther south, and he didn't have all the lights from Nashville. So I loved seeing the photos from the Renaissance Fair. What fun, says Colleen.
It was fun. It's always a bit stressful for me. And
this is what it's like to walk through a Renaissance festival with Quincy from Quincy's Tavern. You're walking along. Oh my God, Quincy! Okay, then they take a picture. He hugs everybody. By the way, he is nicer in person than he is in his videos. Like, he's such a sweetheart.
He's
in
such a
his
jerk
so
in the
nice.
videos, yeah.
No, I'm just saying in real life, he's amazing. He's just this amazing human. So then you walk 5 more feet. Ah, Quincy! And then 5 more feet. And another. It was so funny the whole time. It was hysterical. Anyway, he's a pretty amazing human. And Hollyana, just as adorable in real life as she is in her videos. Very adorable.
No, that's too much that. These colors
having trouble this morning?
These colors never match what the cap says,
All right. Diana, yeah. I don't think I could be. I like henna because it'll eventually fade. So. Cookie, I'm sorry you're having a tough time right now. Just sit back and relax, and maybe you can just kind of relax a little bit with us. Let's see. No, the Aang pictures all are gone. Let's see. NICU nurses are amazing. A friend did that for years and then became a nurse practitioner. Yeah, brazen, 100%, right? Let's see. In Scotland, all it does is rain. We still want to go. Just let me know. Foxy the dog, there are a whole bunch of videos on drawing hair. Like, so many videos.
Shorts.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Lisa Katari joined as a member.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. Akeem hates drawing hands too. Let's see.
Yeah. Just I try to push myself to do it more, but I'm just not a fan.
Have or will you ever see Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender?
The live action one? No. I don't know if I'll never see it, but I just love the animated version so
Yeah.
much. I don't know if I.
We don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it. I won't watch it. You know when you find something you love that you just don't want to, I mean, I don't see a need to remake a bunch of things. I mean, Hollywood does, but I don't see the need to do that. I just don't want to. Okay, so I live down in Northern Ireland and my neighbors 5 minutes away got amazing pictures and views, but we didn't. Yeah, I don't know. We couldn't see it in our neighborhood. It wasn't here at all. Anyways, it's fine. One day I'll just go to Norway and
We'll go visit Kim.
yeah, we'll go visit Kim Diaz and we will see the Northern Lights. There's the goal. Is there a reference picture for today?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what paper you used when you drew Aang in all the different mediums, babe?
Bristol paper.
Okay. Oh, that's lovely. I love the lighting in that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Dalton, it was Bristol paper.
Yeah, I'll use Bristol paper for something like that. The thing is of course, the watercolor isn't going to look as nice. Actually, I might have used watercolor paper, so that way the watercolor had a chance. I genuinely am not 100% sure anymore.
Let's see.
I think today is a doodling day, so
It feels like a doodle day. It's
yeah.
dreary outside. There's lots of clouds. Have you ever painted Bob Marley?
I don't think I have.
Yeah, I don't think that you have either. I don't remember that.
I painted Ziggy Marley.
What's a good brand of watercolor sketchbook that's cheap and has more than 10 pages?
My favorite, the one that I use, is the Be Creative sketchbook. It is the best in the world, and it is $15, and you get, I think, like, I don't know how many pages, but a lot of pages.
Yeah, I think it's like 40 pages.
Now, if you want to go cheaper, the Canson XL is maybe a couple dollars cheaper, but I would spend the extra couple dollars, honestly.
Yeah, but you used Canson for years and that was fine.
I did, but for $2 more,
Yeah.
it is so much better, and your art will look so much better that it's not worth being cheap, for that thing. I would spend that little bit more.
Let's see. Okay, guys, I will have him show the reference one more time.
I'm showing the reference,
Yes,
everybody.
we're showing the reference, so
Wake
please
up, wake
heads up.
There's the reference.
There you go. They're like, I'm sorry, I was typing. Could you please show it? There you go, guys. Oh my gosh, he's drawn Freddie Mercury so many times.
Oh, yeah.
And he did Melanie Martinez too.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Nope.
I thought you said you were going to
I'm asked about drawing her all the time.
Maybe
but
that's what I'm thinking
she's got
about.
this weird makeup thing where she's got 6 eyes.
Oh, that's right. You didn't know how to do that, right?
Yeah.
You were like, I don't know if I can do this. Okay. I want to draw better, but I got bored during practicing. That sounds like a you problem.
That happens. There's a video on that too. It's called "Should I Make Art a Career?"
There you go.
Look at that.
Oh, tell them about the,
I don't.
look at me.
The thumbnail?
Yes.
You couldn't say the word
I
thumbnail?
was trying to let you talk about it and make it a
Oh,
thing.
no. Yeah, I am, we have new thumbnails for the channel. I hired my friend Tracy Bailey to make thumbnails of me as a cartoon character. So I'm starting to put them out there. If you look on the channel under videos, you might see some of them, and they're absolutely adorable.
They're so cute. Oh my God. They're just the cutest thing ever. She's so talented. I'm a starter on digital, and it's impossible to blend, and traditional is just so calming and chaotic. That's Athena.
Yeah, I feel that.
Melody says, I'm a perfectionist in art and have 10 mental breakdowns at 3 a.m. because my eyes are wonky.
Yeah. You got to get rid of perfectionism.
Oh. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
It's the death of creativity.
It's the death of a lot of things.
Yeah.
People don't start projects because they're afraid it's not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
I speak from personal experience. How do your pencil lines not smudge with the alcohol marker and make a big gray mess?
Oh, they are. Can't you see that?
No, we cannot. Oh. Is that pencil?
Yeah, the pencil just smudges, which is why I don't like pencil.
Interesting. Okay, so there you have it, Shiku. His pencil line smudged too. What's your favorite art style?
I like the romantic style. I like Pre-Raphaelite. I like Art Nouveau. I like a lot of different styles.
Oh, and Nero says, I am sad about also not seeing the lights, but the non-binary halfling painting now stands on a shelf covered between two 3mm plates of plexiglass with UV protection.
Oh,
Bless your heart. That's so cute. I love that. That's so sweet.
They're protected forever.
I love that. That is adorable. I see Scott draws hands today. That is new.
Yeah, it's under duress.
We've seen Santa's videos with baby reindeer, which, by the way, are very, very cute. Let's see.
So I'm really just
Lula's here. Good morning, tea friend.
doodling and noodling.
I'm actually drinking a different tea this morning. Dun, dun, dun. I'm drinking the Tuck Box tea. A little proprietary blend. My second cup, of course, will be the Harrods tea, so nobody panic. What is your go-to drawing when you're bored?
I like to draw Snape, you know. I just like Alan Rickman's face, but if I'm just doodling, it's whatever's in front of me. That's the thing I usually do the most, is I'm drawing just the world around me. I'm drawing, you know, a car or a cup of iced tea or whatever is in front of me.
Okay. Will you ever try to make something metallic in metallic watercolors one day?
I don't like metallics. No.
Or what's that other thing that you don't like? The shimmery ones.
Is that metallic or?
No. Confetti, not confetti. Glitter. The glitter stuff. You don't like the glitter stuff either. I'm having a bit of difficulty drawing a character's gruesome face. I don't have a reference since you can't find something like this that's so gruesome.
You know, just it's amazing what you can find. And if you can't, make your face, use your own self as a reference.
Dalton thinks the Guild would make a good Disney animated movie. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it could be really fun to do one day. We'll see. Maybe one day I'll make a guild movie.
Wouldn't that just be the Dreamland Chronicles? I'm just saying. Jamie Brown is here. Do you know if watercolor smudges graphite pencils?
No, it doesn't. It'll just go right over it.
Gail's here.
Hey, Gail.
Thanks for sharing your Ren Fair pics with us. It looks like y'all had a fun time.
It was definitely fun.
It's better.
I wish I would have had a chance to sit and sketch, but I was just too much stimulation.
Too many people.
And I'm still working on trying to get better at that. But for now, even the headphones just weren't enough. I think part of it
There's a lot of people.
Well, yeah, and I think part of it was I had to keep turning my headphones to aware mode so that way I could hear Quincy and Holly talking.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't like I was just sitting there in my own little bubble.
No, I think if you were in your own little bubble, it would have been a different situation. But it's hard to do that in that kind of a situation, when you're trying to talk to people and everything. And it was loud, and there were a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, that was another thing. Is art a feasible career? My parents say it isn't going to pay the bills.
Most likely it won't pay the bills. There is a video I made called, what is it? Should I make art a career? Yeah. So I would say look at that. But that said, I think art is more of a passion. And if you really feel so inclined to take that passion and turn it into a career, fantastic. But you don't have to. It could just be something that you do for you. But watch that video and see if that helps. All right, let's see.
Let's see. The Ohuhu markers. Scott is using his set of Ohuhu markers. All of the colors, Dalton, that he uses for watercolors are on the supply list. So there are no more. It's whatever's on the supply list is what he uses because he put all the colors there. So he's not holding out on you. If you see another palette that he uses, that's the gouache palette. And we didn't include all the gouache colors on there because he uses so many more. And like watercolor is his primary medium. So we are a tea family. We do like coffee, but we are a tea family. I think that you did this in the hair journal. Have you made any art with the Aromantic or Arrow Ace flag? Love your art.
I think so. Yeah, the look for the last day of hair journal.
Yeah. I have tried pour tea. Not my favorite, but I have tried it. Let's see. Oh, ginger peach is a good kind of tea. I usually use an H or F pencil. I've noticed that harder pencils smudge less, especially if you're using smooth paper.
I don't know what an F pencil is.
No, maybe that's for
I like
fantastic.
The H. Yeah, I like the H pencils most, especially for watercolor.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite art medium?
I think right now it's still watercolor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I'm happy that I'm not stuck with just one. I'm happy that I can go back and forth and say, you know, I'm in a marker mood today or a gouache mood today. So that's definitely a plus.
And this is bring bodyguards. Large crowds I had, tree people helping me be safe and making art did help too.
Oh,
Yeah. I think there just wasn't any place to sit and take 5 to do that.
yeah. And you know, I'm sure a lot of you can relate, but most times you can't control a panic attack. You can't. You know, it just
God, I
hits,
wish we could.
and you can do your best to prepare for it. But uh, you know, it was just a stressful day in that respect.
You have a lot more coping mechanisms now thanks to therapy.
Yeah,
So that's definitely helped.
yeah,
We would both highly recommend therapy if you have a lot of anxiety. But we were talking about it on the way home saying we don't want to feel like that, but it just happens, you know?
yeah.
It just happens. Ellen's here and says good morning.
Hey, Ellen.
How are we, friend? There's a video on everything you know about drawing hands.
A short, but there's also a video just on people, and hands should be in there.
Okay.
But
So
I
check
really
those
wouldn't
out.
look to me to draw hands. I mean, look at these things.
Yeah. Maybe throwing hands, but not drawing hands. Scott has drawn quite a few members of our family, mostly me, over the years. Erica's here. Hi, Erica. Oh, Erica got her guild poster and loves it. You're so
Oh,
cute.
thank you, Erica.
You're so cute. You have been to so many lovely gardens lately. I'm so jealous. I'm going to take a trip and I'm just going to go up and kidnap Erica and we're going to go to all the pretty botanical gardens around her because she has the most beautiful places. Yeah. Any advice to try and stop perfectionism?
I've got a few videos. I don't think any of them are called anything about perfectionism, but look at some of my videos. There are some just about making bad art and things like that. Try that.
Oh, Mel's Gallery. It says, I recently found your channel in my recommended list of the guild. I loved it. Such an amazing project. I binged all the videos at once.
Oh, thank you. It was
We're
very
glad
nice to meet
like
you.
It. I have tried hibiscus tea, ironically, at a botanical garden one time, a long time ago. Scott is using... Okay, everybody listen up. Scott is using the Ohuhu markers today in the Ohuhu sketchbook. You guys are funny. Oh, Cookie, I'm sorry. Cookie was just broken up with.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay, so I don't know if you guys have been following along, but were you able to see how I've just been playing around? I wasn't like going specifically for photorealism. I'm just kind of just moving some colors around and getting some shapes and some definitions and whatnot, and just being very loose and experimental. Now I'm going to go in and start defining where I want I'm going to put the blackest blacks in the eyes. So that way your eye goes to that. And then maybe I'll start messing around with the hair a little bit and just kind of fleshing it out. But this is just practice. So I'm not going for art. I'm just making practice. Let me see.
Let's see.
Okay. So here's the black.
No, I don't think we've ever met Oddity and her husband
Oddity
Richard.
No, I don't really follow them. mainly because she's too loud for me.
Oh, that would be a turnoff for you. Why did you marry me? Honest to goodness, seriously.
She's like really very loud, and I just it's too much for me.
I could see how some that would be like you would probably just pass by somebody like that because you wouldn't force yourself to be in that situation.
Yeah, because we're both artists, I got recommended
Yeah.
to her a lot, but it was her videos were just so intense. And
gotcha.
so
Yeah,
I
you
just
don't do that.
Yeah, I was just like, I can't do that.
Let's see. Yeah, Emily, I don't recommend brewing tea in a coffee maker. I don't recommend that, but it's very interesting that you can do that. I personally choose not to do that. Let's see. Have you ever used oil paints?
Only in high school, and it was okay, but I don't like the waiting period.
Yeah. That's why Bethany has like 17 paintings going at the same time.
Yeah.
This is a question for Donna. I've been trying to get into journaling, but my ADHD means I give up easily. Any way to commit? Also, do I have to write every day or just every interesting day?
You don't. First of all, you don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Here's what works for me. I set aside a specific time every day where I know it's a little bit quieter, and I make myself a cup of tea, or I grab my water bottle and I go and I sit at my desk after dinner every night, and I use a journal that I love and I use a fountain pen that I love. And I just write, and it could be 5 minutes or it could be an hour. It just depends on my mood. And you don't have to write every day, but I like to write every day, which is why I do it. I also, there might be some times in your life where it just doesn't click. I have always wanted, like my whole life, I've always wanted a journaling practice, but I was never able, like you, to commit to it. And all of a sudden, one day, it just clicked. And I've been writing every day since. And, be kind to yourself, because not everything's going to click at every particular time of your life. So you might, and also you don't have to sit and write paragraph after paragraph after paragraph. You can write a bullet point list. Some days that's what I do. Some days I just write bullet points of my day, or bullet points of things that come to my mind, or things I want to remember, or whatever it is. There's no rule. It's like there's no rules in art. There's no rules in journaling. And you look at some of these people that do these beautiful spreads. Oh, they give me a headache. My journal is not beautiful. My journal is for me. My writing's gotten better over the years because I've been practicing so much. But aside from that, thank you for that, Preppy. Appreciate that. Scott, who is or are your favorite actor or actresses?
Robin Williams. I wish I would have had a chance to work with him.
Yeah.
I really like Cate Blanchett, Helen Mirren.
Mm-hmm. Helen Mirren's iconic.
Yeah. I'm sure there are a ton that I'm not thinking of right now, but those are the first names that came to mind.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Chuck sent a tip. Scott, so glad to be home again after Artist in Wonderland, so I can make these streams such a great part of my day to have these.
Oh, thank you, Chuck. When am I getting? Do we have an ETA, Chuck, on the project? Chuck and I are collaborating.
Oh, really?
If it's the same Chuck.
It says Chuck Lee, and they sent you a tip.
Yeah, that's Chuck.
Oh, yeah. This is new to even me. I didn't even know this. Ooh, you're holding out on me, babe.
It's part of the largest I don't know. That's what they're calling it. The largest YouTube artist collaboration
In the world.
in the world.
You're funny.
And parts of Canada.
Oh, okay. Let's see. An F pencil is similar to an HB, which is also equal to a number 2.
Oh, okay.
That is brazen-hearted.
So that's definitely softer than an H pencil.
What kind of movies do you guys like to watch?
I like fantasy,
Romantic comedy.
sci-fi.
Romantic comedy. Oh, I do like a good murder movie, though. Like John Wick. So
A murder movie.
Yeah,
That's
like-
just John Wick murdering people.
know,
That doesn't
but
make it
it's-
a murder movie.
Close enough. Same thing. Not like a murder mystery movie. Like, I want to see the
Yeah.
bad guy seriously eat it. That's what I want.
There's no mystery what John Wick's gonna do.
No. All the bad guys are going down. I know, isn't that funny? I like romantic comedies and John Wick. There you go. I am just a conundrum. There you go. Let's see. What's your favorite TV series or movie series?
The West Wing, Law and Order, the original, and Avatar: The Last Airbender, Justified.
The guy from Justified was cute. I'll give you that much. I don't think I really have a favorite TV series, but I'd have to go with, if I was going to pick TV series, it would be Pride and Prejudice, the BBC version, which really is the only Pride and Prejudice to watch. And as far as movies go, I think my favorite movie, like, of all time would probably be Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh yeah.
No, if we're talking animated, it's definitely Beauty and the Beast. I don't know. I like a lot of... I don't know. I'm really a sucker for romantic comedy. I watched that new Brooke Shields movie last night because I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
So when you went to sleep, I was finishing up the Mother of the Bride.
How was
It's
it?
the new one. She was... it was great.
Was she the mother of the bride?
She was the Mother of the Bride. Yes.
Thank
yes.
you for clearing that up.
Okay. Smarty pants. But she was playing opposite Benjamin Bratt,
Oh, okay.
who, I might add, has aged very well. And so there's that.
Good.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was a fun movie,
Good.
Yeah, it was fun. But again, here we are. Oh, and funny story. When you get to 30 years of marriage, here's what happens. You sit down to have dinner at night, and sometimes we have dinner in front of the TV if we're alone, just the two of us. It's like our 1 hour of TV a day, and then we move on and we go do other stuff. So we'll sit there, and Scott will be like, do you want to watch a movie? And I'm like, what do you want to watch? And so he'll pick something that I would never in 100 years ever want to see. And I'm like, I used to be like 20 years ago, I used to be offended. I can't believe you don't want to watch romantic comedies with me. This is true love, ladies and gentlemen. He will sit on the couch with me with headphones on, and one of us will watch something either on our phone or on the iPad, and the other one will watch it on the big TV, and sometimes we'll take turns. And
So she could hold my hand while we
but
watch TV.
he holds my hand, and we sit on the couch together. There you go. And then when we're done, he's like, how was your movie? I'm like, it was great. Let me tell you all about it. And then I'll go, how was your movie? And he'll go, it was fine. And he'll move on, and I will hear nothing about it. And that, my friends, is how you stay married for 30 years. Sketch Fusion. I'm going to college this year. Any tips? Wowzers.
I know what we told our boys, which was to be safe, be yourself, learn, have fun. But other than that, I don't know much.
Find your people.
Find your people. That's a good one.
Find a group of people that that you have something in common with, or that you want to be a part of that group. It doesn't have to be something you've done in the past. It can be something totally new, but find something that you like to do. Our boys found completely different things that they never did in high school or any other years before.
Yeah.
So they found completely new clubs to be a part of, and that was really good for them. They made new friends and different types of people and all of that kind of stuff. So, Scott, do you only draw when you want? I've been struggling with that because I want to draw better, but I don't have the urge to draw anymore, but I really love to draw.
Yeah, well, no, I don't always draw when I want because, like, I didn't want to draw this morning, and but this is what I'm doing. There's a video on should I make art a career? I would look at that, but essentially, it comes down to the passion is what makes you an artist. So if you have a passion to make art all the time, and again, it's not like a have to be, but the most passionate artists are the ones that are, I won't say most successful, but the ones that are the most accomplished with their art. They are always striving to make more art. They're always striving to become better. They're not complacent with their art. And I think if that's what you want to do with your life, if you want to be an artist, then you really should be passionate to the point of you wake up wanting to make art. That's your job. But you don't have to do that. You could just like to make art, and that can be enough. So look at that video and see if it helps.
Can I ask you a question, like a devil's advocate kind of question?
Yeah.
Because, of course, me, right? So what would you say to somebody who might perhaps be pursuing art like I was trying for years to have a consistent journaling practice, but for some reason it never stuck? And then all of a sudden for me it did. But what would you tell someone if they were in that situation where they wanted to do art, but they were only able to pick it up for small periods of time and then put it down again and then pick it up again and put it down again?
Again, the passion is I'll point again back to video games. If someone came to me and said, I really want to play video games, but I just don't have I can just never find the time, and I can't, there's so much going on and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, then don't play video games. You don't have the passion to play video games. It's not a bad thing. It's just, what is that thing that you want to do while you're doing the thing you don't want to do? I'm at school. What would I rather be doing? Playing video games or making art. I'm at work. What would I rather be doing? Playing video games or making, you see what I'm saying? I know, that's where your passion is.
But you see me and you've known me for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to journal, but have everything else always seemed to get in the way.
That's because you didn't have the passion for it.
So do you think that for some people, maybe it's because...
Honey, you've never been a passionate person.
No? But why am I about journaling now?
It is...
Is it something I've cultivated?
It's something that you eventually, during COVID and losing your dad and everything else, all of the little parts came together to where you were able to find something in it that made you feel like, oh, I could do this, and you had the confidence. But I believe, knowing you never did it because you never had the confidence that you could do it well. And you don't have to do it well, you just had to do it.
But maybe that's a hindrance for some people.
I know.
The same thing with art.
I know, but
don't you think that for some people there is that underlying, I really want to
that's
do
the perfectionism.
X, but I'm afraid to do X? Okay. So it is that.
But you're also talking to someone who does not have that kind of fear. That I just don't have that.
Oh, nay, my friend. You had that fear for a really long time. And I would challenge that the way that you've gotten out of that perfectionism, because I have seen
No, I didn't say perfectionism.
But
I said the fear of making art and messing up.
You've had that for a long time.
No. I've been messing up my entire. When in our life have you seen me?
I've seen you get upset about so many
No,
paintings.
upset. Yes, but it never stopped me from making art.
That's true.
That's
That
what I'm
is true.
saying.
That is true. You never had a hard stop on making art.
Other than that 10-year gap where I just was sick of my art, and I was doing Dreamland Chronicles.
You were sick of colored pencils.
I was sick of colored pencils.
Yeah.
But my thing is that I'm not the right person to ask about
the passion part.
Because for me the passion is always there because this is my thing, and I like making art. But
I think it's hard though when people don't feel like they have a thing. I want to address that. I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of our friends here who really, really want to have that passion for art, but maybe they're afraid, or maybe they are super busy with other things, or like we've heard so many friends who are like, how do I balance this with school, and how do I balance this with
I get it. I get it. And again, it is you have to eat, you have to sleep, you have to breathe, you have things that you have to do. Mm-hmm. You've got to go to school, you've got to do homework, you've got to do your chores. And then you have other time. What do you do with your other time? Do you scroll on your phone? Yeah. Do you play video games?
Yeah.
Do you read a book? That's your passion time. And if your passion time isn't being used for art, then that's not your passion. That's not a bad thing. It's just understanding who you are. That's all we're doing is we're saying, look, where you put your time is where your passion is. That time that you sneak away a little bit of, whether it's, again, if it's, hey, I've got 15 minutes before class where I'm eating and I'm on my phone and I'm doom scrolling. Mm-hmm. That's your passion. Doom scrolling is your passion. Because that's what you could be.
I think doom scrolling, honestly, from everything I'm reading, it's
an addiction.
It's an addiction, but
a passion could be.
It's a path of least resistance.
Yeah, of course.
And I speak from personal experience with that one.
Of course, but again, all I'm saying is, for those of you who are trying to find your passion for art, that's something that you have to cultivate. That's something that you have to say, I want to make art.
Okay, there's the word I'm looking for. Cultivate. It's something that you can cultivate.
Yeah.
But I think that was the missing piece of, instead of it's either something you have or something you don't have, it's something you can cultivate. That's the key. I think that's the key.
Yeah.
Did you ever want to go up into space?
Only if it's like Star Trek kind of thing. I don't want to have to wear a spacesuit and worry about, Elon Musk doing something stupid.
You're so funny. Have you heard about the new Marvel Rivals game?
I have not.
Queen Iolande says, I would say passion is needed to be cultivated since you can't get physical illness and lose it, such as in my case, it's been a hard time getting back on the horse.
Yeah.
It's true. I think cultivate is the optimal word there. And I think you have to,
everybody's going through different stuff and they have different limitations and whatnot.
Yeah.
But again, I think people think that they have to make art. And that's all I'm trying to say is you don't have to make art. It's just, it's your passion to make art. You could just make art whenever you feel like it, and that's okay. But I think what happens is people go, well, I'm not as good as I want to be. And so if you're just making, it's like singing in the shower. No one's saying, no one like doesn't sing in the shower because they're afraid because they're not pitch perfect.
Hey, I sound great in the shower.
They sing in the shower because, again, I don't sing in the shower, but I'm just saying, using it as an example. But you sing in the shower because it makes you happy, not because it's perfect.
You know what? That's a great, you don't do something because it's perfect. You do it because it makes you happy.
Yes. And then
there's your optimal
when your passion for that thing, I really like singing, becomes I now want to get better at singing, then you start practicing singing. You take lessons, you read about it, you watch videos about it, and that passion maybe becomes an obsession or a career. But the thing is that it starts with, I make art because it makes me happy. That's the first thing. Then if you still like making art enough to where you want to make more art, then you start to say, I want to get better at making art.
Brandy B says, oh my God, Dave and I are exactly the same way with TV and movies. It's great. You can sit together and enjoy it. I do think, I really love the word cultivate. When you use the word cultivate, that's when you had me. Because I think you can cultivate anything. A journaling practice, a painting practice, anything. I think you can cultivate a love of gardening, I think you can. I think you have to feed it and nurture it and spend time doing it. And then I think that sort of blossoms from there. Who is your BFF?
Donna.
Yeah, it's Scott. We kind of lucked out that way. What is your favorite drawing or painting?
Spring by Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadina.
Colleen says, that's a great marriage tip. My husband and I celebrated our 38th on Friday.
Wow, Colleen.
The big words are compromise and give and take. Yeah, they really are. And communication. Communication. We've known Bethany for quite a while now. And how we didn't know each other sooner, I have no idea. Oh, let's see. Do you know who Howard Ashman is?
I do not.
I don't either.
Let me get a little more.
Everyone lost stuff during the pandemic. A whole lot of stuff. I gained a huge helping of anxiety. That was fun. Why do I like romantic movies and shows? I don't know. They're just hopeful to me. I just like them. They make me happy. They make me smile.
They're predictable too. She likes predictable
stuff. I do
stuff.
very well with predictable. Yeah, I do. I think that's a byproduct of my anxiety. But yeah. Have you done something again because you did it 10 years ago, so nostalgia made you do it?
I've done something again.
You're not really a do-it-over kind of guy.
I'm not a nostalgic kind of person either.
No, you're not. Me, that's me. I will do something the same way, the same for the rest of my life. Nugget, I don't think we could offer any advice on that. They're asking for advice on coming out because we don't have that experience. So we would not want to offer that. If there's other friends of ours who have done that, who'd like to
I would definitely talk to people in the LGBTQ community
who have actually
about
done
it.
that.
But if you have a good relationship with your parents, they should be very
Don't use the word should.
supportive. Yeah, well.
Don't use the word. We would not
just
want,
do it safely.
We would not want to pretend that we know what that's like. So other friends, if you have advice.
But you're always welcome here.
Oh yeah, we're a safe space. You are welcome here. Always. Samantha says, you won't get better if you don't try. It's really hard to push perfectionism aside. So I tell myself if I got my point across, I didn't do too bad.
There you go.
I love that. I love that. I need to get perfectionism out of my art. I'm always feeling it isn't good enough when I used to enjoy it and not care how it looks.
Yeah.
That's Melly.
Well, you guys watch me make art in front of you 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And you know, every other one or every third one is not really, something that I wind up liking, or, I might even just rip it up. So
We've
just
seen that.
please use that to understand that there is no perfection, and no matter how many times or how many years or decades that you have of making art, you're not guaranteed that every single piece of art you make is going to be something you like. But they don't have to be. They could just be something that you did. And that's good enough. I mean, look at this piece. It's still sitting here unfinished. I don't like it. I really liked the hair, but the green just kind of ruined it. And it is what it is. It's gonna be like that,
Dalton wants to know, how does the paper feel? How thick is it? And how well does it absorb markers?
Oh, it's very thick. It does not absorb markers well. I mean, it absorbs markers well, but it does bleed, which is what this plastic piece is for.
Also, there's a brand new Ohuhu sketchbook that just came out, and if you guys look at some of their videos on any of their social media, they were showing it, and they showed somebody using their markers, and it's that you can draw on each side of the page. The paper is supposed to be thick enough to where it will absorb the marker but not bleed
I don't know if
through.
it's thick enough. Remember
Maybe it's a different. It's coated or
it's
something.
coated or something like that. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Perfection in art is sadly just not achievable. Perfect art is simply art you're happy with.
Yeah.
That is very true. Blob, you are asking existential questions this morning. Let's see. Scott, I recently found your channel. I had a passion for art, but didn't see it as good and it was suppressed. Now I am a 40-year-old adult and I'm teaching myself to draw.
Fantastic. And welcome.
I used to watch Laurel and Hardy films a long time ago, but I haven't seen them in a long time.
Yeah.
Neither one of us play Pokemon. Several people today have asked about you drawing landscapes, or as opposed to drawing people, and why you don't do landscapes and
I do.
more animals and stuff like that.
Here's stuff from Tiny Glade. But I do. I don't like particularly doing landscapes for the sake of a landscape. It doesn't interest me. I do like doing landscapes if I am at the place sketching, going, I am here sketching a landscape. That makes me happy. It's just, unfortunately, I don't get out that often.
Yeah.
And
He's like a mushroom. I keep him in the dark. It works better that way. Let's see. Some people are putting jokes in the chat today. Claudian says, howdy, howdy, art fam. I'm picking up my gouache again. Have you ever had that piece that feels so great that you've set a new, less way harder to attain goalpost for yourself?
yeah. Yeah. I think that's wonderful, though, that you got that.
Made by Dawn says, I am very self-conscious about my art because every adult around me does acrylic and realism, and I do watercolor and cartoony. I feel so odd.
It's fine.
That
You'll
is just
you'll find
your
your people.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what? Not everybody's going to paint the same thing.
Yeah.
Please see 60 Days of Studying the Masters. They all did different things, different mediums, different subjects. There's no right thing to paint. Ever. You do you.
I'm really just doodling and noodling and just...
Emily asks, out of curiosity, what would you say to someone who feels like their passion is like a bunch of different things, too many things to do them all, it feels like?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's like, I like video games. I like playing golf. I used to like playing hockey. I think it's good to have a bunch of different passions. I really do.
And there's still things you want to try, like
There's
sculpting.
there's things I want to try. But I think I don't put that pressure on. I mean, when I'm golfing, I go, I want to be better. But then I tell myself, but I'm not putting the time into it. I play twice a year. You know, it's where I put my time in is where my passion is. And I give myself the grace to be bad at other things because I'm not putting my time in, because there's only so much time in the day. So think of it that way. If you like 5 different things or 10 different things, you're going to be mediocre at all of those things. Don't feel bad about that. But if there's that one thing that you really want to get better at and you put more time into that, that's you're going to get better at that. But you're still going to stay mediocre at those other things. Give yourself grace to be mediocre.
And maybe you just do them from time to time. Maybe you like 1 or 2 things and you put all of your energy into that, and you do these other things from time to time.
Yeah. Pencil sharpener.
That's okay too.
All right. I'm going to come in with some highlights and see if this helps.
Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking. Let's see. Yes, these are Ohuhu markers. And now we're using Prismacolor colored pencils, and you know that it is not me when I say we. It is all Scott. Let's see. Do you know how I can restore a piece of art that got green stains all over it due to acrylic paint spilling on it? Don't worry, it was really sheer, but I still can't get the green off.
Oh, yeah, acrylic paints are pretty darn permanent.
Anywhere,
yeah. I would say, what medium was the original piece in? Can you scrape off the paints?
Yeah, they didn't give me any more. Let's see. Doodling regularly with a permanent medium like a brush pen or a ballpoint pen really helps with perfection, in my opinion. Not being able to erase is great for managing your expectations and building confidence.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ryan says, and good morning, Ryan. I think my art style is deliberately the antithesis of perfection. I've always taught that reaching perfection is the end point and the end is death.
Yeah.
The journey and growing are most important.
Smart. Well said.
I really like that a lot. Yeah, I think the most important thing is to keep growing and keep doing. I really do. I think we saw that with your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Steph Nerd is 100% right. She writes, please remember to not compare your art to others. Everyone's art journey is different. Amen, sister.
Yeah.
Steph is 100% right. And everybody's journey in life is different. It's not everybody's life is going to look the same. You know, I think we need to give each other a little more grace that way. Do you have any video recommendations to get better at anatomy or drawing faces?
There is a video I did on drawing people. I would look at that. But for anatomy, I think the best thing you could do is the 1-minute figure drawing. There's a playlist for that. Let's see, I need white here.
Okay, those of you that are skipping studying to watch us, It's very sweet that you're doing that, but please don't get in trouble. And don't flunk any tests because of us. Let's see. How many zebra brush pens do you have?
Oh, 30 or 40 of them.
Oh,
I
boy.
mean, I buy them,
In
you know,
bulk.
in bulk, so that way I can, I don't run out.
Exactly. Excuse me. I saw your video about drawing eyes, and at that point my mind clicked, and I practiced more since I saw that. Even though my style isn't realistic, I manage. It sort of trails off from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it helped.
Is Ohuhu's a great medium to draw anime?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. You know, I think markers and anime go well together.
How do you not run out of colored pencils?
I don't use colored pencils a lot. I don't. So it's not really a big thing
And
for me.
he has a stash.
Yeah.
Quite a stash, I'm just going to say. So, I mean, you have so many art supplies that have collected and accumulated over the years, like the stencils and the pencils and the just so many things.
Yeah.
Debbie says, I'm currently doing the draw everything every day, and I suck. I highly doubt that. While I try to break stuff down into simple shapes, I struggle with it. Did you have trouble with this, Scott?
Yeah. It took me a while to start to see the shapes, but it does click eventually. It's you know, just see the cubes, see the spheres, see the cylinders, see the triangles or pyramids or whatever, and you will get it. But you gotta keep practicing, and the practice is the passion. If you're passionate about it, you'll keep practicing.
Kat asks, how do you preserve your art pieces that you make with markers? I've seen people's Ohuhu's pieces being completely faded over the years.
Yeah, there's a series. Look at the light fastness tests that I've been doing. Yes, markers will fade. There's really not much you could do about it because even if you keep them in the dark, they're going to fade over time. The best advice I could give you is to not use markers for anything that you want to last for a long time. Now, you can put them under museum glass. You can keep them in the dark, you know, like in a drawer or something, or in a sketchbook. And that will make them last 20, 30, 40 years. I've got marker pieces that friends made for me 15 years ago, and they're okay, but I did a video where I show you how much they have faded over time.
Yep. Let's see. What? Oh, my chat jumped again. Are you going to do a house tour? No.
No, but there's a video on the Hobbit hole.
There is a video on the Hobbit hole. That's as far as it goes.
Yeah. Well, I think this is about as far as I want to take this little doodle. It's, again, just a little practice doodle. I'm not going to finish it. I had no intention of finishing it. I just wanted to play around with markers. And you can kind of see the back of it.
Yeah, it went right through the paper, huh?
But, I don't know. This might be something that I think would look good in gouache.
Uh-oh, his brain is working now.
I like the hair filling up the
paper.
page, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like the hands, but it feels like the hands frame it well. And but yeah, this is just something I wanted to play around with and, you know, see if it worked. I didn't try for perfectionism. I didn't try to make it a finished piece. I kept it very loose, very sketchy, and I'm happy with that.
Chris Art, you'd have to look up the cost of replacing the insides of the alcohol, the hoo-hoo markers. I don't have that in front of me, but you can look that up.
Yeah, I've never
We've never replaced the insides.
anything.
Yeah.
I just would buy new ones if that was the case, but you know.
But they are replaceable now, which makes them more eco-friendly. And so that's a very viable question.
Yeah, if they are, I don't know. I don't know if these are.
Maybe not this set, but they're making them now that they're replaceable.
Okay.
Harshith needs to create a color palette for a sustainable development themed project. Any tips or ideas?
Earth colors, browns, greens might be good.
All right. Are we going to be done, or are
I
you
think
going to
we
keep
are.
noodling? Or
No,
okay,
I think
right.
we're done. I think it was just a little doodle day, a little doodle marker day, and
Yeah.
I think I think I'm okay with that.
I think I'm okay with that too because it's a Monday.
It is Monday.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Thank you all for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
And,
thanks for being here, everybody. And
yeah.
we will
See you on Wednesday.
Yeah, Nugget, you're being asked to look at the chat. Julie wants to help with your coming out, so check the chat and talk to Julie. Thanks for that, Julie. Appreciate your help with that. All right, guys. Thanks for being here, and we will see you. It's
See you on Wednesday.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm having a moment. Told you it was a Monday. All right. Bye, everybody.